What's up, everybody? In this video I'm going to show you how to mount deer antlers to a board using an antler mounting kit like this one by Game Winner. So first off, let's see what's inside and let's get started. So I opened the mounting kit and it comes with a plaque to mount the antlers on, obviously, some hardware, some rope to cover the skull, and a little felt pad to cover the skull with. So here are my antlers. It's just a small rack, but so you can see I already cut most of the skull away, so it's just this little skull plate kind of with the antlers. So I'm going to screw the skull plate into the mounting board here. So the first step, this one has pre-drilled holes. So the first step is just to measure how far apart these holes are, which is 1.5 inches in this case, and then drill holes 1.5 inches apart in the skull. So now that I've drilled the holes into the skull, the next step is to mount this little wall hanging device onto the back of the board, just so you can hang it onto the wall when you're done. And then once that's mounted on, then we'll just screw the antlers, kind of where we made the holes, we'll screw that onto the front of the board. So I mounted the little wall hanging device to the back of the board, and I would definitely recommend to drill pilot holes. I did not do that, and it made it a lot more challenging. So I would definitely recommend to drill pilot holes before you screw that in. So now it's time to screw the skull onto the front of the board. So for some reason I ran into a little bit of trouble when I tried to screw this in. One of the screws went in just fine, but the other one, the head broke off. So I guess I would recommend just drilling slightly bigger holes than you think you would need, because I think that would help it not snap off like that. I think it just had too much pressure on the screw. So I broke the rest of that screw off that was sticking out, that had the head broken off of it, and I drilled another hole and put another screw in, so we're good. And now it's time to attach this little foam cover. The kit included a couple tacks just to tack it down, so that's pretty much the last step. After this, you can add some of the rope around these edges here if you want to, just to block out some of the skull, but other than that, it's pretty much done. So I attached the foam pad to the front here, and then we ended up adding some rope to the sides just to make it look nicer. And anyway, here's the finished product. I think it looks pretty good. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this video. Thanks for watching, and hopefully you won't make the mistakes I did when you mount your antlers to a board.